Good morning.
And good morning, Oklahoma and everywhere else. We're Weichert Realtors, Main Edge, Mustang, Oklahoma, in the great middle of the great state of Oklahoma. I tell you what, Central Oklahoma is it's just a great place to live.
I like it.
It is just hard to beat. Got that bluebird weather we had yesterday. We got some nice spring showers coming this evening. Hopefully nothing, tornadic or anything like that. But
just some good old thunderstorms.
Yeah, we've had such a drought. We've needed any rain we could get. But man, the weather's great. The market is great. Activity. Yesterday, I got to spend time with a bunch of new realtors at the new member orientation at Alkmaar.
Yes.
That was a blast. I tell you, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I just get up and yak for an hour and a half or so. Answer questions, and I love seeing new agents. You see the fire and the dreams, and they're like, this is going to be great. I'm excited.
For it, yeah,
and they're hungry for the first deal, and they want to know everything there is to know about real estate. And then you see some of them, and they're so clueless. And I'm not meaning that in a bad way. I was totally clueless when I started real estate. I'm like,
most people are.
What the hell have I got myself into?
Honestly.
I was, there's so much to learn and absorb.
There is.
And that's why there's such a huge fallout rate in this business. But I tell you, if you get with the right company, you get with the right people that help you focus, and then figure out what you like. Real estate has so many different things.
Yes.
Okay. You got investments. You got buyer's agents, listing agents, people that do everything. People do property management. There's so much to do. You need to find out what you like to do.
Or you got people that don't like residential, but they do buying and selling on commercial, or they just do residential either side.
They'll. You get most commercial people won't touch a residential deal, which I can totally understand that. And it's just. It's great to see all the opportunities, but you can't see the forest for the trees when you're starting in real estate.
No.
I mean, there's just so much information, and there's 1,000+ parasite companies trying to sell to you, and they can $29 you a month to death if you let them. Okay, and they all have the latest shiny gadget,
and sometimes some is worse than that.
Yeah.
They're in that sales position for a reason. Let's just say they make that little box look like a diamond ring sometimes, and it's just throwing money away.
And you want to get your name out there. You want to get stuff going out there, but you just got to be careful where you spend your money, and yes, and where you hang your license matters. Most of the folks in that class yesterday was. Good morning, Robert, our hopefully new representative for Area 101 when the votes go out. He's running for that, and he's going to be great for that. Okay, but, people, quit it. I could see it in your eyes. She's over here trying to steer me back in.
It was squirrel.
It's impossible, okay?
He just slipped in that friendly little commercial.
I'm just an enigma, okay? That's just the way it is. But these agents are sitting there, and most of them have already found a place where they're going to land, and that's great and wonderful. And I stress to them, go to your broker, make sure you have, a relationship with the broker where you can go ask them a question, and if you're not able to get the questions and answers and stuff you need, you need to find someplace else. Okay. There's no perfect world out there anywhere, but I tell you what, we try to do our best to make sure everybody here gets to learn what they want to learn.
Yes.
And move in the direction they want to move. Okay, and that's part of my job as a broker, is to help you figure out what you like to do and help you move that direction.
And it's a pace that's comfortable for you, because some people absorb and learn a lot quicker than others, and some need to.
Well, some people are part-timers too. They have a full-time job, and you can't just can the full-time job and go cold turkey. That's a tough deal.
Yes.
Okay. It's just, but it's really great to see those folks. I mean, I enjoy doing that. Don't get to do it very often. I think I get to do it maybe twice a year. They won't let me do it too much because I might get used to it. Okay. It was amazing. All the new people at Otmar. Okay, I didn't know anybody there. Okay, that was unique. So, but I guess there's turnover in all businesses. So
Yes, it happens.
all right. Well, what's our next up? We got some open houses this weekend.
We
don't
do. We got one on Saturday the 19th from 2 to 4. It is at 8169 Jazan in Kingston, Oklahoma. So that's down by Lake Texoma.
North side,
So if you
not far from Catfish Bay.
to retire or you want a vacation home, go check that out. And then Sunday the 20th, we have two from 2 to 4, 5204 Northwest 161st Terrace in Edmond. And then 7808 Forest Lane in Oklahoma City. And we have one on Sunday from 1 to 3. That's 301 North Rock Island in El Reno. And that's a neat little house. So if you're looking for something different.
Now that one's really remodeled and everything, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean the pictures look
I was looking
awesome.
at the pictures; it looked really amazing. You know, there's so many things to look at in real estate, and that's one of the things that's hard for a new agent. Is you just start looking through the MLS first. You got to figure out, learn how to run the MLS software. But there's so much stuff to look at, and if you like looking at houses, you can spend half a night just sitting up looking at pictures of people's
Well, it's
houses and getting ideas and.
Just between these four, they're on different spectrums. You got the lake house, you got the older, I guess you can maybe call it more of a Victorian. It has a nice front porch.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Well, that one,
And then-
Rock Island, that one is a historic home. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
There you
from
go. I
way
couldn't
back
think
in
of
the
the
early
word.
part of the century. Yep.
And then Lake Forest is more of a rock stone house on a little bit of acreage. And then Terrace, it's a nicer 4-bedroom house, 4-car garage. So there's a variety out there.
Everywhere.
There is.
You know, kind of the variety of homes here goes with the variety of weather. Okay, and we have a variety of weather.
Yes.
You know, that's what I love about Oklahoma, though. You know, my cousin, he was in here from Arkansas, was over there at my mother's house last night talking, and even in Arkansas, he says, you just don't. It goes straight from winter to summer. Seems like they don't seem to have a spring, and he misses Oklahoma weather. And he spent a lot of time out in California. He goes, in California, it was the same all the time, and you just get kind of tired of that. And he also was. We were talking about houses. He lived in Albuquerque for a while, and he's like, okay, you know, every house has got to be this adobe look, or you don't get it. You know, that's just everything out there is that way. And here we have,
No variety.
yeah, we have a lot of
We
variety.
have lots.
But I think that's what a lot of people like about around here. And boy, Oklahoma City is really changing the way. You know, if you've been in Oklahoma City the last 10, 15 years, it's so much different than it was 20 years ago. It's just hard to explain. Unless you've been here, it's hard to explain. Downtown was abandoned in the 80s. I used to go downtown at lunch when I had my four-wheel drive shop. We'd get out and we'd go downtown and walk around on the empty streets. You know, there's just nobody there. It was abandoned. I mean, there was businesses there, but not very many. Now
Yeah.
you can't hardly move around down there.
Now it's
Activity
traffic jams
everywhere.
and everything else.
The new park's coming along. You been by that lately?
No, I drove by 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I noticed they had done a lot more dirt work. I got enough dirt work behind my house with the new turnpike.
That's right. You got the turnpike. Well, that
Yeah.
Turnpike Authority, I tell you, I've heard so many mixed emotions on all of that stuff, but they are moving right along on that
They
project.
are. We are covered in red dirt because the poor people, no matter how much you water, you can't keep it from drying out and blowing everywhere. So
Well, that's Oklahoma, though.
it is.
Well, what else we got?
Well, you know, we've been busy listing appointments, calls, everything else. So
Yep.
it is that time of year. If you guys want to know what your house is worth or want an evaluation to talk to us, holler.
Yep.
We'll send someone out or we'll come out and talk to you about your options and what your house is worth and
Oh, yeah.
get
But
you some lenders if you don't have one.
lenders is a big deal. We talked about that here a few weeks ago. All right. Well, I guess we're going to wrap it up. We are Weichert Realtors, Main Edge, Mustang, Oklahoma. Send us some emails, wrme@mainedge.com, or comment below. We like getting the comments. We like hearing how to make this thing better and all that stuff. You know,
We can talk real estate all day long. So
that's right.
Don't worry.
We're approaching
Just
a
holler.
year at this.
I know.
Pretty close. Okay. All right. You guys go out and have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.